This is kind of more related to the platform itself of YouTube. That's also another reason why I chose to start posting on YouTube rather than other platforms, because although I would say I now post more on some of the others, or equally, YouTube as a platform is great because it's so easy to look at old content, and old content still will come through the algorithm,
Right.
more likely so than TikTok. Like, it's very hard to go back and find a really old TikTok for someone specifically, unless you're predominantly really searching for it. But YouTube, anything can be recommended to you on the feed that's like been posted years ago. So that's why I like the whole platform as itself. It's a lot more evergreen, and as you build your audience, the idea of them to then consume a lot of your older videos as well. That's kind of
Right.
how I've always viewed it.
Right.
Um,
So, if we're talking about building a base of audience,
yes, yeah,
would YouTube be the best platform for that?
100%.
Yeah.
Even Mr. Beast, he says like he doesn't even recognize anyone as a content creator if they're not on YouTube. They could be like on other platforms, but
Right.
as YouTube as a base,
Right.
like say for example, right now I've got, because I'm always assessing this, whether I continue the path I'm going down, which is focusing on long form content, or I could go down the route of like some of my mates who make a good amount of money on TikTok through their program, and just start pumping out a load of short form, growing my other socials and maybe posting shorts as well. But my long form videos will always be there.
Right.
They're never gonna. It's so easy for like a TikTok account, in my opinion, to die out versus a YouTube channel, because
I get
the
you.
amount of content that exists. And YouTube's, as I just said, with the algorithm, it's very good at pulling through older videos.
Right.
A lot of my views right now, in the past 24 hours, if I opened up my YouTube studio, will be from older videos, because of how I make my videos as to be evergreen. So they'll last long on YouTube search. That's the
Right.
idea of it.
Right.
So that as long as they're still ranked quite high on YouTube search, which will rank high on Google search, they'll predominantly keep bringing in views passively.
Right.
So it's more passive of a content platform versus the others, in my opinion, from what the experience I've had so far, I'd say. Because with others, you see a lot of creators, they'll talk about you need to post every single time, like every day,
Yeah.
and be consistent with that. YouTube isn't the case.
Right.
You have to be consistent, but not to that extent. It's definitely all about quality over quantity.
Oh, you think so?
Content, 100%.
Yeah, I did put a lot of emphasis on the quality of my videos. So like I had to make sure I get my backdrop right, my camera
Yeah.
quality right,
Nice.
I get my mic right, and
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons why I archived a lot of my old videos, because the
Okay.
quality just wasn't there,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
I understand that.
yeah. But I think I might go back and unarchive them, because you know what the truth is, right? The sort of stuff I'm talking about in those videos, the topics are relatable to people. Like I'm discussing a lot of self-improvement, fitness,
Yeah.
success, mindset.
Whereas as I go back to the previous point about transformation, you'll be able to see side by side exactly how much you've grown in that time. And if it especially related to the same topic, like if it is what you used to talk about is still on the wavelength of self
Yeah,
improvement,
yeah. It's
then
like people will know that I stick by my words, right?
yeah,
What I say is consistent.
unarchive them vids. Definitely.
I think I will. I think I will. I've had a lot of people tell me that I should focus on Instagram and TikTok more than YouTube. And I mean, I get where they're coming from, because on TikTok and Instagram, your videos have a higher chances of like spreading. However, I feel like YouTube is the platform for building a genuine base of audience, because it's better to have 100 people on YouTube that stick around until the very end, watch your videos and subscribe, than to have 1,000 people who will watch your clip for 10 seconds on TikTok or Instagram, then scroll away or even follow you. What do you
Okay,
think
I'll
about
ask you a question that will probably answer it for you.
that? Sure.